Jimmy Carr has joked he was like an incel elder before losing his virginity at the age of 26, as he reflected on his battles with alcohol and depression. In a candid new interview, the comedian, 49, confessed he was a bit stressed about the fact that he'd never had sex, and repeatedly friend-zoned women who were attracted to him. Jimmy, who welcomed a son with his partner Caroline Copping, 46, in 2019, added that when he decided to quit his job and become a comedian, he was sober for the first 12 years of his career, after he started drinking for the wrong reasons. In an interview with The Guardian's G2 to promote his new self-help book Before and Laughter, a life-changing book by Jimmy Carr, the 8 out of 10 Cats star insisted he didn't feel any concern about losing his virginity in his mid-20s. He said, "Is this making me sound like an incel elder? I did have opportunities, but I was bad at reading the signs and I would friend-zone people. A lot of girls I was very, very close to growing up, we had incredibly intimate relationships, but we didn't have a physical relationship and it was lovely." Jimmy added that he did get a little bit stressed about losing his virginity, but he's glad that his turbulent 20s inspired him to pursue a career in comedy. Detailing his battles with anxiety and depression, Jimmy admitted he battles with a constant hum of anxiety and occasional bouts of depression, which he describes as being like a black void. Jimmy also revealed that before becoming a comedian, he did struggle with drinking alcohol, explaining he'd drink for the wrong reasons and to get out of my head, and so opted to remain sober for the first few years of his career. He also admitted he's experimented with almost every kind of drug at least once, but decided it wasn't for him. Jimmy, who became a father 2 years earlier but only confirmed the arrival of his son earlier this month, said he's very lucky to have become a dad, because his partner Caroline is only several years younger than him. He has been in a relationship with Channel 5 commissioning editor Caroline since 2001 after meeting her at an audition. The comic, who has never shied away from causing controversy with his jokes, also discussed his tax avoidance scandal, stating he had to repay the debt morally due to the public backlash, even though his behavior was completely legal. On Wednesday, Jimmy also discussed his newly published book on BBC Radio 2, and reflected on his recent admittance he'd undergone a hair transplant, Botox and fillers. Speaking on The Breakfast Show, he said, "I've had a proper midlife crisis, proper right let's get everything done. They say you can't polish a turd but you can roll it in glitter. They take the hairs from the back of your head and stick it on the front. So now when I get the sensation of the hairs of the back of my neck standing up, this goes spiky. I've done a little bit of Botox and filler, everything I can get done. My face is now like Trigger's broom, very little of the original is still there." Going on to discuss his son once again, Jimmy added that he wanted to pen the self-help book as a guide for his little boy when he's older. He added, "I've got a kid now, so I thought I would. I'm gonna be an old dad, so by the time I get to the stage of giving him life advice I'd have forgotten it all. So I thought I'd stick it in a book and he'd have that. And it's kind of a letter to me in my mid-20s as well, as I had a big change. I used to work for an oil company. I used to have a boring office job, and then mid-20s I switched to comedy.